Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is a bit more wrapping up and tying up loose ends from past ceremonies. So, like in these bags, I have stuff from past ceremonies that I need to put in the fire. And then I have a bunch of other stuff here. And I'm actually going to start with this because this is very interesting. So, this is the book that I found in one of those little library boxes that are all over the neighborhoods. And it's Romeo and Juliet. And I did already, I think it's ripped up in one of these. Yeah, here. Here's like the cover, right, that I had ripped up in a past ceremony. But when I opened the book, this is the page it opened up to. And I was like, what kind of a book is this? I thought it was Romeo and Juliet. Well, somewhere in this book it talks about a cankerworm, so there's a little picture of it so that people can understand it, right? Well, clearly there's more astral worm stuff that we gotta put in the fire to finish healing. Then here I have those dark seeds from a past ceremony. I'm trying to remember what seeds I used for that. Oh yeah, they're black sesame seeds. That's it. And I think that's the same as black seeds in Africa. But again, if I'm mistaken, then please let me know in the comments. But I'm quite certain. When my African adult students used to talk about black seeds, I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about. Then I have another paper cup with, you know, a hole cut in the bottom to use it as like for the portal closing. And I have some mustard for more of the toxic stuff that needs to come out. Then I have a triangular pizza box to represent the pyramids, representing ancient past lifetimes such as ancient Egypt, but not limited to it. But just a lot of those toxic karmic energies go back to those ancient past lifetimes. And when I pulled the bell out of my bag, out of my fire making bag, the yellow string was like, it came out with it. It was, I don't know if it was directly attached to it or I just kind of grabbed it together, but either way, like it came out together. So again, not only toxic cords, but also again our power center still has those toxic cords attached, which can make it really hard to fully step into our power when we still have these karmic energies attached to us. And they've been quite persistent. I'm also still feeling it too, that every time when I feel like, okay, now I freed myself, then there's more stuff sort of coming at me, right? So many of us in the ascension process are going through these hurdles. So it's basically once we've healed one thing, then there's the next thing coming up. But it is like, if you look back over the past year, 2, 3, however long your healing, your active healing journey has been, like in this current healing cycle. Sometimes we go through cycles and then we stop and then we continue like years later. But I can tell a huge difference between me about 2, 3 years ago and now. So it does get better, but there are still some things that affect us, right? So what I'm actually sensing right now is nausea, total nausea. So that's why like the mustard is very important, and I think that's why the yellow ribbon came out for the cord cutting. And I also had these old cutout, I don't know what to call them. Now I can only think of the German word Schablone, but either way, it doesn't matter. Like basically were the parts for a model helicopter were popped out of, right? So I wanted to just use that for the fire, and then I realized this also represents us being like cookie cutters, in the sense of like cookie cutter homes. So humanity is being treated through programming in a way that we're like mass robots in a sense. Like, obviously not completely, obviously everybody still has their personality and whatever, but it's like there's a certain amount of brainwashing coming from the media, and our perception of the world gets manipulated, right? So breaking out of the cookie cutter programming of the 3D matrix, let me call it that way. So stepping out of that can be quite difficult, and to be honest, I'm still kind of struggling with that myself, because after a long work day, when I get home, or like today I'm here outside making the fire, right? I want to eat something, relax a little bit, which usually involves watching something, right? And then eventually I'll do my little ceremony. So I've noticed that I'm kind of addicted to watching something. Like, I feel more unfulfilled if I don't watch something nice that I enjoy, right? And I can't always find something, so then that leaves sort of a sense of feeling unfulfilled, which is still very, very much part of the 3D programming, habit forming. So we have to break habits and routines that we have had for many, many, many years, maybe our entire lifetime, like in this lifetime, right? So that's also a form of addiction, right? So it's not easy to fully break free from it, but we can make an effort to cut down and maybe choose more carefully what we watch, and so on, right? So we can like take baby steps to get closer to where we need to go, knowing that it's actually harmful to us, that a lot of that stuff does affect us negatively and kind of sets us back again in our ascension process, right? So yeah, anyway, so that's that. Then here, this is an old shirt that reminds me of a trip that I took a few years ago, where I went back to the same city where I had previously been, and I had met someone who I hit it off with, and I wanted to meet up with him again, and we did. And very quickly it turned out that he was basically just trying to juggle me in his off time when he wasn't seeing his girlfriend, which of course he hadn't told me about. But it became very quickly abundantly clear, and then I just kind of walked away, and that was it. But it's those same toxic energies, lying, cheating, manipulating, you know, all that stuff that is so very much a part of most people's lives nowadays. And if we want honesty, integrity, and loyalty, we gotta heal from everything within ourselves that is still damaged and traumatized from all of that, and that includes anything that was passed down through the generations, through our lineages, passed down through the DNA, the perceptions that we were programmed with by our parents and maybe grandparents, either directly or indirectly, knowingly or unknowingly. They may have just voiced their own frustrations about the opposite gender, or maybe the same gender, whatever the situation is. But all of those kind of things reinforced the stereotype and the preconceived notions and prejudices that we have about the group of the population that we would romantically get involved with. So, you know, it could be, oh, men are like that, oh, women are like that, or whatever, you know, it could be anything like that. And it could even be done jokingly, oh yeah, you know, men or women, blah, blah, blah. But all of that stays in the subconscious, and then we end up choosing someone subconsciously who fits that same toxic pattern, right? So let us heal from all of that. So if I summarize that, and I found this really cool stick that kind of reminds me of a pitchfork, like the devil's pitchfork, except twisted and like short and stubby, right? So it's that whole thing of that twisted devil energy, that snake energy, that I forgot what some of the Christians call it. There's another word for what I call devil energy. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So putting that in the fire and having it transmuted and healed out of our lives. And this, my friends, is or was my shaman stick that came to me. Like, I was holding it, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe longer, when I was making a fire, and suddenly as I was holding it, I just understood instantly. I had this complete deep and strong inner knowing that this is my shaman stick, and I was given it because that is my soul mission, right? But a while after, when I had some really dark interference energies that were really coming at me, the bottom part broke off. It was longer, and I actually don't know where that part is right now. I know I put it aside somewhere, but somehow they got separated. Whoops, I now dropped it now. But I want to put this in the fire to represent and symbolize any dark interference and attempts from the dark to stop and hinder us and slow us down in our healing and ascension process. So that shall be put in the fire and transmuted to help us further in our healing process. And I think that's it. Yep, I'm just looking around. Yeah, no, that's everything. Okay. All right, so, and the fire's going nicely, but it's time to put more stuff in soon, so I'm going to try to hurry. Try to put a bit more in now. This one can go in more. Okay. Please cleanse, clear, and renew all of our energies and reconnect us to the pure divinity within us and all around us. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, and transmute any and all dark, low vibrational, and unhealed energies. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. So the low vibrational is a word I just tripped over, so there's definitely still some low vibrational stuff directed at us, which actually I've been feeling quite strongly over the last little bit, and especially like today again, it seemed stronger again. So I actually wanted to come and do this fire ceremony last night, and then it felt a bit early, and I wanted to work a bit longer, and then I was close to home, and then I thought, okay, today is actually warmer than yesterday anyway. It would have been really cold, so here we are today. All right, let's get started. Now the smoke is coming right at me, into my eyes, so I'm just going to shift around here. Dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all four directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all four elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Oh, that smoke went right into my eyes. Oof. Oh, yes. They're still trying to blind us or make us not be able to see the truth of our ascension. So, like, many of us are really close, but they don't want us to see how close we really are and how we just have, like, another step or so to do, right? Or to take. And that means that they have completely lost, and that is going to be their downfall, right? So that's why a lot of these karmic ones are just so desperately coming at us in any way, shape, or form they can, because they know that they're done and finished, and the karma that's going to hit them is going to be so horrible because of all the stuff that they sent to us, that they're going to be finished. So we are at the end of this marathon, basically. But we're really close. So hang in, everybody, and let's do this. Let's put all the stuff in the fire first. That's from past ceremonies. So let any and all healings that were done in past ceremonies be finished and completed by putting those last remaining parts in the fire. Oh. Yeah, it's very smoky today. So. And anything that is, I'm gonna have to go around and collect the last little bits, but any bits that are from tea light candles, I'm gonna have to collect afterwards, but I feel they need to go in first. And they will nicely add with the wax, so that's good. Okay, so here, just collecting a few things that have fallen quite far. And there's more. There's more. Let all those healings be completed, all those cycles closed, be done and finished. Let it go up in smoke. Let those let all those dark and karmic energies be blessed. We bless them with love for the lessons they have taught us, and release them from our lives, freeing all of us for all eternity. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. And let's put those black seeds in there too. A moment. Okay, so the black seeds are in here. They're on the fire. And toxic love, as in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Also idealized in a way that those that cannot achieve this kind of love will then revert to the kind of toxic, lying, cheating, and manipulating kind of love that comes from fear, jealousy, insecurity, and anything like that. As well as, thank you, any astral worms that keep us in those energies, that manipulate us and those that keep coming at us into certain feelings, thought patterns, and behaviors that are toxic, that try to keep us stuck and obsessed. Okay, thank you. Obsessed. Oh, sorry, my little friend. I already gave you all the food I had, or that I brought. A little raccoon friend. There's nothing else. Sorry. Sorry, my friend. Let all those astral worms be burnt out of our... Whoops. And that broke apart. Ha! Look at that. Let all those astral worms be burnt out of our energy fields, our body, mind, spirit, soul, energy field, astral bodies, energy bodies, all karmic aspects throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. And with that, also that shirt representing the lying, cheating, manipulating, sleeping around, kind of. Jezebel, that's the word I was looking for earlier. Jezebel kind of love. Yeah, that's it. Like false light, dark, devil type love. And there's a little bit more from a past ceremony that I forgot to put in, so let's just add that in. Let any and all portals and gateways that kept us connected to those energies be closed and removed. And I'm not sure if I don't think I had opened the mustard before. Let me just check. No, I forgot to open the mustard. One moment, please. Let me just remove that. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. And let any and all of those toxic karmic energies that are still in us, that are held by our energetic body in the memory. It's the energetic memory of those traumatic events that have caused us a lot of hurt, pain, and suffering. Let all of that toxicity be pulled out of us. God, I hate mustard. Ugh. That was one. I'm gonna pull 4. Oh, sorry about the camera. And a third one. I'm gonna pull a third. Here. Oh, that was a good one. Yuck. And one last one. I'm just going to pull. I'm not going to worry about the camera, so just give me a moment. So that's pulled out of our energy field and all aspects of us. Disgusting. And with that, let's put the sick and twisted devil's pitchfork in the fire as well. to be burnt away and to banish those energies back to hell, but to their original off-world hell where they originally came from, to be banished from planet Earth, from Mother Earth, from Gaia, to never be able to come into this sphere, into this atmosphere, into our realm ever again. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. All cookie cutter 3D programming shall be burnt away and transmuted into love and light and be returned to source for reintegration, and any and all past life aspects and connections and bonds that have kept us stuck. And with that, the yellow cord to our sacral chakra shall be cut, so all toxic cords are severed and removed. Oh, and there's still something with the voice. We are taking our voice back if they like it or not. And any and all dark interference shall backfire and bounce right back to them. We shall be fully and completely shielded and protected from our spirit team. They shall be unable to harm us in any way, shape, or form ever again. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Oh. It is done, it is done, it is done, it is done. Woo. Oh, we are free. Oh. Whew. Whew. Okay. Oh, let the ceremony now be finished. And accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. Oh, wow. Whew. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching, for being a part of the ceremony, and for working and being on your own healing and ascension journey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. Bye!